Hey, you think I'd be good at, I don't know, fucking karaoke? Hello everyone, Canine here, and today we're gonna be talking about something that happened to me a couple of days ago. Well, not really a couple of days ago, more like a couple of weeks ago. So, it was a Friday. It was a Friday. It was like my first free Friday. Wow, I'm talking very fast, very a lot. It's gonna be really hard for the thing to translate what I'm saying, because mainly time it sounds like I'm saying outright English. Now, hola. Can I, like... Okay, hi. So, hello everyone, Canine here, and we're gonna be doing that one more time, because I said really, really fast. Do you not like really, really fast things? I like really, really fast things. Maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe I'm just better at fasting than you. So, hello everyone, Canine here again. So, something strange happened to me a couple of days ago. Now, we're talking about driving. Driving is pretty important, but sometimes people just go on a drive to relax. Maybe not now, since fucking gas prices are like high as ball sacks right now, but you know, it's fine. So, a couple of weeks ago, it was a Friday. It was my only Friday off, actually. In fact, that was my only day off, and the one thing I decided to do, for no particular reason, is to go out. So, usually, I am a collector. I collect Dragon Ball figures, and a bunch of other stuff. You probably already know that. But, there was this one figure that released that day, and I went looking for it everywhere. To the point to where I got distracted, and I accidentally went out for... This was supposed to be like a 20-minute run to go to the store. If they didn't have it, I was just gonna come back home. I ended up driving around South Carolina for 6 hours. I don't know. 6 hours, that is an entire shift at my job. In fact, that is an entire drive to Charlotte, doing stuff there and back. That is crazy. Do you know, like... The worst part is, like, I wasted 6 hours of doing absolutely nothing. I don't even think I got anything accomplished. Now, I did find some stuff, but we will get into that later on during the Rumble. So, this all started with me driving all the way down to Target. Well, first, so how my city works is, like, there's a bunch of Targets and Walmarts all over the place. And I could either drive right, which sent me to the Target, and I could drive left, which was a Walmart. This will be important later. So there's this little thing online where we can look up if a certain store has a certain character or not, but that doesn't really work half the time because they never update it. So it'll say, hey, Walmart has Goku, right? But once you get there, Goku's been sold out for like a day and they haven't even like updated it. So yeah, you waste your time. So that's what happened to me. I drive all the way to Target, 20-minute drive, get there. Turned out they didn't have the Goku. So I said, okay, that's fine. So I look on my phone. Hey, Goku in my area. I said, hey, we have them all the way down a city over. Okay, well, that's like another 20-minute drive. I think I can do that. I gotta get out of the house anyways. I need fresh air. So I drive all the way down. We go all the way down to this Target, right? We go to this Target, right? Not a thing there. Not a boom, not a bam. So this goes on for like 4 more Targets. Then I say, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We're out. We might as well go do something. So we go out. We go walking around and shit. And then wait a second. Okay, wait. Mother's Day is right around the corner. Why don't we go find something for me mom? So we go there, get some stuff. Realized we didn't really get any Mother's Day shit. So we ended up buying her something online. And then turns out I'm on the other side of South Carolina. Which is like a 2-hour drive. I ended up driving close to Myrtle Beach. Somehow, some way. And so one of my mates called me and said, hey, what are you doing? I said, oh, I'm out. So what are you doing out? I said, I'm looking for a figure. Well, I said, well, hey, might as well if I join you? Yeah, sure. It's gonna take me like 2 hours to get back. So, they're like, what the fuck do you mean 2 hours to get back? Where the fuck are you? And I said, Rock Hill. I'm just saying random places because I actually have no idea how far away these places are from each other. But, you know, it's whatever. They're like, how the fuck did you get all the way down there? I said, Target. Right, so I drive all the way back to go pick up my mate. We meet each other, then we drive all the way back to the couple of spots. He said, okay, well, why don't we try this place? It's like, well, I've already checked there. But it's like, well, yeah, you could check there again. Maybe they had a restock. I was like, okay, so for whatever dumb fucking reason, we decide to do that. We drive all the way back to the Target. Oh my fucking god. We drive all the way back to the Target, right? We get to the Target. Still nothing there. So we asked one of the workers, oh yeah, we just put one down, I guess someone took it. I'm like, the fuck do you mean someone took it? Yeah, I was like, well, someone fucking took it. I don't know what to tell you. So we get out, buy some snacks, we go out for food. do you like when I'm like a Muppet, I'm like a fucking puppet. Just fucking. Have you ever watched those fucking Gmod videos? They're just fucking flapping around and shit. Oh my fuck. So me and my mate, we go get some food, right? Just like, well, why don't we check the mall? The mall has a bunch of stores. We probably find it there. We drive all the way to the mall, and no, this mall took like almost an hour to drive to because of the traffic. We didn't realize how bad the traffic was gonna be, but the traffic was fucking abysmal. Oh my god, that fucking traffic, dude. Oh my god, it actually made me really, really angry because how bad that traffic is over there. So we're sitting there driving, listening to fucking driving music, and I'm like, have you ever heard of fucking Good Kid? I'm like, yeah, I fucking love Good Kid. So we listen to Good Kid, and I found a new favorite band. I don't know the name, but if I find it, I tell you. I had a bunch of coffee earlier this morning, so it's like all kicking in now. It's really great to be back. It's really great to be doing these because I'm actually having a lot of fun with this. Because I don't fucking gah. So we get some fucking ramen from a ramen house down the way, right? And so we get some food, then we head over to the Target. Not the Target, the mall. We head over to the mall, right? We look around, look in the Hot Topic. They have like a lot of new stuff in the Hot Topic. I never actually realized that. Did you know they sell like Hell of a Boss and Has Been Hotel stuff at Hot Topic? I didn't know that. That's kind of cool in a way. So yeah, we go to Hot Topic. We're like, hey, you have this fucking Goku and shit, but like, turns out they don't even sell. Well, they sell Figuarts, but they're like really, really rare that we have to buy them online or something. So I'm like, oh, okay, well that sucks. So we continue walking around. Excuse me. We see a box lunch. A box lunch is kind of like Hot Topic, but it's kind of cleaner and it has more Disney shit. So we go into the fuck. Oh my god. Oh my god, my head. It's like really fucking hot and sweaty in it. It's really hard to put everything. Because it's like, I need water. For fuck's sake. Give me a second. Alright. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just having like a lot of fun just moving around and stuff like that. Because it's been a while since I've been in VR. So, I'm gonna have you right here so that way I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, looking at me. We're gonna get like, why don't you come really close? Why don't you come really close? I bet some of you would really enjoy being this close to me. Do you enjoy being this close to me? Because I enjoy being in your vicinity because you are a very cute individual. I didn't know what to say after that. Okay, moving on. You know, I kind of like this angle. We're gonna keep this angle because it makes me feel a lot bigger than I actually am. All right, it heightens the ego. So we go into box lunch and they have this giant, and I mean absolutely fucking huge Legend of Zelda sword. It was the Master Sword. Is it called the Master Sword? I think it's called the Master. It is the Master Sword, and this thing is huge. I think it's supposed to be life size, and it looks absolutely amazing. I am sitting there drooling out my fucking mouth, and my friend goes, "Hang on, let me get real close to you. Do you even know the price of that thing?" I mean, yeah, sure, it's cool, but you don't even have fucking room for that. That shit's fucking huge. Also, what is your budget exactly? You've been driving for a while, and you've used a lot of gas. And I look at him as like saying, I don't really know. I got paid like yesterday. I usually don't plan these things out. And so we look at it. We say, "Excuse me, the person at the register thingy at the register thingy. How much is that big bull? How much is the big sword? How much is the big sword?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, sure. That's like a $200 something." We sit there like, what the fuck? Like, holy shit, 200 something. And yeah, so 200 something. It might be one of the most expensive items we have in store right now. And I'm like, good lord. So, because like apparently like 200 something was exactly I had on me in cash. I don't really like buying stuff with my card unless it's extremely important. So I carry some cash with me at all times. Sorry, I completely lost my train of thought. Just give me 1 second to reboot. Alright, so we ended up leaving the box lunch because we really didn't see anything in there. I wasn't looking for anything in there, and we weren't buying a $200, I think it was either hard plastic or something, Legend of Zelda Master Sword, even though it looked absolutely beautiful and amazing, and I cried myself on the inside. So, we then walked over to a GameStop. A GameStop usually have some SH figure arts, but not a lot all the time. If anything, they mainly just have the big anime statues that no one buys, that are just kind of collecting dust. So we go back into GameStop. He's like, "Oi, do you have any such figure arts here? Particularly a Goku?" And he said, and he comes to me. So he doesn't come to me. I go to him, right? You don't fucking come to me. We go look on his little computer, whatever. He says, the only place that sells SH figure arts is all the way down in blank, because that is our #1 store in the area. I'm like, wow, okay, that is like a whole hour and a half back that way where we came from. But like even further down. He's like, "Well, if you want, we can just order it for you." And I'm like, "Okay, sure, that would be awesome." And so we look on the counter. He's and online the GameStop prices are a little bit. GameStop prices can be somewhat different from normal prices because they can be a little bit either higher or lower. In this indication, it was a little bit higher, and we looked online. It was supposed to be only about like $30-something, and GameStop was trying to sell it for at least 35, 38 or whatever. I mean, I could have just but I was like feeling like extremely impatient that day. So I said, you know what, whatever, it's fine, we'll just go somewhere else. And so we leave, we go somewhere else, yada do, yada da, we fucking leave. We go to fucking Foot Locker for some reason to check out some kicks, fucking Jordans and shit. We didn't find anything in Foot Locker, even though they don't fucking sell anime figures in fucking Foot Locker. Don't know why we went into fucking Foot Locker, but we went into fucking Foot Locker. And so, hey, we realized, well, hey, there's a Walmart, like, down the street. Why don't we just check that? So we go to the Walmart down the street, and lo and behold, they have a lot of fucking Vegetas. It's like 8 Vegetas. So I said, wow, okay, that's not who I'm looking for, but that's still a cool figure. And so I sort through all the figures, because sometimes they like to mix and mash them, whatever. And then I find a really cool find. It's like a needle in a haystack. I found, insert nerd thing here, a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Blue posable Vegeta figure. And it was absolutely peak. I fucking loved it. So I immediately grabbed it. The shit was like fucking $35. Holy shit. These things are not fucking cheap, I tell you. Oh my god. And so I grab it. So we're sitting there walking out of the Walmart and shit, and I'm like, hey, well, do you think they have any of the Sonic figures here? Now, when I'm talking about the Sonic figures, I'm talking about the figures from the Sonic movie 3. They're they're like pretty posable as well, but I've been looking for a Super Shadow figure. That is absolutely fucking peak. And I wanted to make a Sonic, what's it called? I don't know what to call it. It's like a area. I wanted to make a Sonic area in my, I wanted to surround my, my gaming setup with Sonic shit because I fucking love the Blue Hedgehog. And I wanted to recreate one of the final scenes from the movie with the Super Shadow figure. If you didn't know Super Shadow was in the movie, what have you been doing? The movie has literally been out for like a good half a year. So, you're late. You're late. Sorry, you're late. I'm like really hungry now all of a sudden. This is what happens. This is what happens when you do crack. I mean, I'm doing caffeine, so I wonder what happens when you do crack. Maybe not. Don't do crack. Crack is bad. Crack is very bad for you. Anyways. Oh my god. Anyways, so anyways, so we continue driving back. We drive all the way back, and on our way back, we run into a store called Second and Charles. Second and Charles is kind of like a little Hobby Lobby type store, but they have a bunch of cool shit in there. They have manga, books, backpacks, ukuleles, and fucking guitars. all on the shelves. It was absolutely amazing. And they had fucking collectibles all over the place. Not the collectibles that I was looking for, but mainly a lot of pop figures. In fact, I think too many pop figures. They have an entire aisle. In fact, multiple aisles of nothing but pop figures. Now, I used to be big into collecting pop figures. In fact, I've kind of grown out of collecting pop figures because I realized they take a lot of space. And some of them are just kind of ugly. And also, there's just too many of them. There are a lot, just a lot of pop figures. Many times of just the same character over and over again. Like, I don't think you understand how many Gokus. How many? I mean, sure, there's like a lot of different forms of Goku, but there are a lot of Goku pop figures. Most of them look exactly the same. Some of them use the same model, the same head, but it's just a lot. And you kind of like, when you keep saying the same thing over and over again, it kind of dies out. But that store is absolutely amazing. I wish I found it when I was younger, because I would have had a fucking field day there. But yeah, the store had a lot of amazing stuff. Like I said, backpacks, ukuleles. I've always wanted to try a ukulele, but it's one of those things where, actually, let's get up and personal again. I want you to feel my virtual presence as I put my paws on the screen. Yes. You will like and subscribe. Because if you don't, I will do absolutely nothing, because that is your choice. But it would be funny if this actually worked. It was a fucking Jedi mind trick. Oh yeah, they had fucking lightsabers too. It was cool as shit. Oh my god. It was cool. It was cool as shit. It was fucking amazing. I always love telling road trip stories because I usually accomplish nothing during the road trips, but it's still a fun journey. And you get to see a lot of cool stuff that you usually don't, because you usually drive past a lot of stuff anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, we leave the awesome sauce store. Fuck. We leave the awesomeness store, and so we just start driving. We just start fucking driving. We drive until we realize, okay, wow, it's getting like really fucking late, so we should probably start heading back. But my dumbass is like, well, okay, well, can we try checking out some of the comic book shops or whatever? Maybe they have it. But my friend's like, these are like third party, like personal comic book shops. They're gonna be like super overpriced. And I'm like, yeah, but the Goku. And so we go to the fucking comic book shop. Now, here's the thing. If you're big into collecting collectibles and figures, sure, comic book shops are fucking amazing to go to. But the main thing is that they are very, very expensive. Some of the time, they're just trying to rip you off, but most of the time, they're actually really, really helpful. So, hey, maybe you should start checking out some comic book shops, but be prepared to haggle. But if you see something that you like, always make sure to check the price online. But if for whatever reason you can't find it online, and if you want it right there and you have the money for it, I'd say fucking go for it. Because, hey, one, you're getting what you want, and at the same time, you're helping out the comic book shop. So, yeah, do that. I can't really tell you what to do, but it would be really, really awesome if you did. Oh my god. So we go to the comic book shop. They have a lot, and I mean a lot of cool things, but they weren't really, mainly a lot of Star Wars and Marvel stuff. I'm not too big into those franchises, but I do know them. In fact, I'm getting more and more into Star Wars as the time goes on, but maybe I'll do a Star Wars video. I know my buddy Run the Bun. They do pretty cool stuff on YouTube. You should probably check them out. I'll put the fucking channel in the comment section. They're really cool. Do check them out. They're actually really close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you would like to help them out, please, that would be super really cool. They're like really hard work, and they're like pretty cool too. Check them out. I'm like really, really big into like the Republic. Mainly during the fight against the Separatists and Order 66. Well, and pre-Order 66 and mid-Order 66. I fucking love the clones. In fact, my favorite character in all of Star Wars is Captain Rex. Not because he has like the blue gear or the guns. Mainly just because like his values, his appearance in the Bad Batch, and his appearance in Rebels. I do love him in Rebels. In fact, I fucking loved Rebels. Oh my god. You know, fuck it. Maybe next time I'll have an entire video just talking about Star Wars. That'll be fun. Would you like that? Let me know if you'd like that. Well, anyways. I can look into your eyes. Fuck it, let me take off the goggles. There we go. You have a pretty face. You have a pretty face, you know that? Do I have a pretty face? We can be pretty together. Fucking JoJo pose. Okay. You can tell how much fun I'm having with this because it's been a long time since I've done an act. The camera's crooked. The camera's indeed crooked. How do I, There we go. Was it crooked that whole time? I'm not sure if it was crooked the whole time. But it feels weird without my goggles. I'm putting my goggles back on. Thank you very much. So, we finally end up leaving the comic book shop, and it's late as shit. So, we're driving all the way back. All the way back. We fucking get gas and whatever the fuck. And then I come out somewhat satisfied, but at the same time, not really, because I didn't end up finding a Goku, but I found a really cool Vegeta figure. And so, I'm taking my mate home. I'm taking my mate home. He's like, well, wait, I gotta do some grocery shopping. Do you mind taking me to that Walmart beside my house? And hold on, when I say the Walmart, remember in the earlier video I talked about one side being the Target, the other side being the Walmart of the two roads? Yeah, he's on the one with the Walmart. So I take him home. No, not home. We don't go home yet. I take him to the Walmart, right? We end up going to the Walmart, right? Walking in. So while he's doing his shopping or whatever, I kind of fuck around. I started walking all over the place. Guess what I see? I see the Goku figure that I was looking for, but I don't just see one. I don't just see two. I don't just see three. Now, say it with me now. I don't just see four. What the fuck? I don't just see four. You wanna know how many I see? I see 6. They had 6 Goku figures right there in the aisle, all lined up. What the fuck? Oh my god, I absolutely love it, because we spent all that time, all those hours driving around, wasting so much fucking gas, looking for this one stupid, this one Goku figure, just for it to be at the Walmart that I didn't go to in the beginning. That is crazy. That is absolutely fucking crazy. Oh my god. But the thing is, at the same time, I had a lot of fun with my mate. We went on, we had a lot of laughs, we ate really good food, and we just had some good time together. Because we usually don't get to hang out as much because we both have jobs, we're both in college, stuff like that. So that's pretty much all that matters. It's never it's, at the end of the day, the One Piece was the journey along the way. I'm so fucking tired, man. Oh my god. So, hey, hope you all enjoyed this ramble. I know I did. Oh, this was a long one. This one was like 22 minutes long. Good lord. Well, I hope you all have an absolutely amazing one, and I love each and every one of you. Now, hey, if you don't mind, tell me a story. Tell me about anything. Tell me a road trip story of anything, of any kind, anywhere, any place. Has anyone ever been to Venezuela? Venice! Okay, I'm just screaming, just to scream at this point. So I hope you all have an absolutely amazing one, and I love each and every one of you, and sayonara. Oh. Yeah, I'm here again. I don't know how I keep coming here. This is a pretty chill place, I think. It's like no one fucking here. This place got food.